A Perth couple whose daughter was left severely brain damaged after receiving last year's flu vaccine has spoken publicly for the first time of the medical blunder that has shattered their lives. After Saba Button's shocking reaction to the flu vac, the program was axed, but not before dozens of other infants were given the shot.
Hello. Hi.
This time last year, Saba Button had just taken her first 3 steps, spoken her first 3 words. She was a beautiful, thriving 11-month-old.
She loves dancing.
Then one Monday afternoon in April, on the recommendation of the health department, this completely healthy toddler had the flu jab.
The happiness and the easygoingness of our family has been destroyed. Saba had her vaccination at around 12:30 that day, went home and seemed to be fine throughout the afternoon. By 8 o'clock that night, she was moaning softly. We could only just hear it on the monitor in her bed. She had a temperature of 40.2 degrees. She was totally despondent and listless.
Saba was in the fight of her little life.
But on the second day in, it's also important to say that we were told all her organs shut down, and we were told to come and say goodbye to our little girl.
Get your family in because she might not make it. And it was pretty heavy.
It's an acquired brain injury from prolonged seizures, which is global injury all over her brain. She no longer is able to walk. She's no longer able to say the words mama, dada and nana that she had prior to this happening. She can no longer eat by mouth. In 11 months, we have been in and out of hospital 11 times.
Hello, chicken.
Hi, it's Dada. Such a beautiful baby, but a very, very different baby.
What makes this so desperately sad is it could have been prevented. The health department knew there had been some terrible reactions to the flu vac, but didn't issue a warning.
No, not at all. And since doing further research, we found out that at PMH 111 children presented in ED, and even that alone, without the collation of anything else around the state, should have been enough for alarm bells to be set off.
So they knew, but they didn't tell anybody.
Those inside the medical profession knew that these adverse reactions were occurring, and very sadly, nothing was said to the public to help us look after our children.
Nobody even, as they were administering it, said, do you know, there might have been 90-odd adverse reactions the last couple of days.
Nothing was said.
Even while Saba was desperately fighting for life in ICU, still more parents were getting their children vaccinated, innocently playing a potentially deadly game of Russian roulette. It was 2 more days before the flu vac program was stopped. This was a new type of flu vac, one which mixed in the swine flu. We've been assured that the particular brand of vaccine that so seriously injured Saba will not be used again this year.
The reason, one of the reasons we're talking to you today is that we want to make sure this doesn't happen to someone else's kids.
Yes.
Because it just shouldn't happen.
Wasn't meant to be like this though, was it?
No.
No.
No, we had a beautiful life.
Tomorrow night, the medical authorities tell how it all went so horribly wrong and explain why it will be safer this year.